There's something about you that makes my little heart go flippity flippity.
Hi there, it's Joseph here at Edge Dynamics, making a tea video. No, making a shave video, of course. I've got a couple of razors and I'll show them to you. I don't know if these are going to shave at all, and I've already mentally prepared for that. I'll pause the video. I've got some other videos. I've got some other razors that I can get out. But hopefully this is the one that we make the video with. It's the G Revel, and it's a dip at toe. If you can see the dip at the toe there, just there it dips. And pretty much the same as the other side really. I'll open it up. And if you look at the stubby, I mean that just sort of tells you how old it is. It's about 250 years old from what I can make out, and there's not too much of the blade left. And there we go. I've done the best I can with the bevel. I've got a clean bevel, and I think when we get down to about there, the bevel angle, because I've had tape on it, must be just you know, a bit silly. And I've just seen I've got some water in there. I don't believe that. Unbloody believable. Look, there's the tang stamp. G. It's like the G sort of on its side. G Revel with the double L. And it's like a knife motif. If you can make that out. But you can see there, you see the staining that has come there, and I've took every precaution not to get any water there, and somehow it's found a way in, but I'm going to have to get rid of that. It is oiled, but it's just on the, see, it doesn't go deep, look. It's just on that part, it's quite light. But the mineral oil is not very good. That's why I've sort of swapped now to my wax and olive oil substitute, which works a lot better. The scales as well, when I took these scales apart, they were just sort of honey translucent, I thought. But when I saw the insides, which were red, I decided to dye them back red using the old methods. And I'll put up some pictures. You can see the razor. I think I've got before pictures. I've definitely got before pictures of the scales. I'll put those pictures up, and I'll put the recipe up as well to make scales red. Don't know what else to say about that, apart from if you look at the tang, you see how crude it is. That gives you some idea of these razors at this age. Really crudely made. But it centres and it's good to go. And then on top of that, my second razor is the resurrection of the Congreve. So this one, the bevel angle was a bit wide. I think it was 21, and I've altered it. I've grinded off a bit of the spine to bring it down. I think I think it was actually 20 and now it's 19, something like that. Wipe any stuff off here, because I've just sprayed this with a brake cleaner to get all the oil off. And to show you guys what I've done to this one is probably a first, I think. I've never seen one like this before. Is I've given the spine and the tang satin and the blade as the mirror. So normally, well, not normally, but you would see it the other way around, obviously, because the spine's easier to mirror and the blade face is difficult, but it does look really nice actually. I must have, if I do say so. And yeah, and the top, even the front is satined. But I had real issues with this trying to get it to centre, because I mean the scales are straight, but the inside by the wedge was sanded away, and that affected things. The holes, the pinholes weren't lined up. The tang is it's not symmetrical with the other side, so it's just right pain. But it centres now. Just to see it centred, see it close, is just, that's just nice. I honed this last night and I gave it a full Nagora progression. So we'll have a look and see what happens with that one. But the dipper toe was done. Did it on the Escher, on the yellow green Escher, and the soap is the old DR Harris in this beautiful pot. Smells really good. I can't recall which one this is. Probably Arlington. But I'm sorry about that dog out there. There's nothing I could do about that. I mean, it goes all day, it goes all night. They just let it in the garden. It's only a little thing, it's like a little furry rat. It stands in the middle of the garden yapping. And they're quite happy to let it do that. So, strange. Got my face. I mean, if I was I'm old now, but if I was a teenager, I'd get my hair gun out and give it a good clean, polish it up, pack it away. That's what I do. Right, oil this up. Do like this. Haven't used this in a while. Let's see. Don't want it too frothy or foamy. Yeah, and if they don't shave, I thought, you know what, I've got 2 mapping and webs, pristine, packed away, honed, never used. I'll pause the video and I'll go and get those. I say that because the Congreves, I was having issues with it, with the steel, but I got it to a point where it looked good. It looked really good under the microscope, but that was on one point. And what I did, I sort of bottled it, I chickened it, I just like quickly just honed it. It didn't look under the scope again. It's like, I don't want to know, let's just see if it shaves. Right, let's go with that. Quick and easy. Right, let's go with the dipper toe with the old George Revel. Hopefully, I mean, look how my finger goes on that arm holding it. It's hanging off the tail there. And yeah, yellow green Escher. that's not good enough. Damn, it's a little bit tuggy. But again, with this, I've been honing this for months or something. That's why last night I was like, I'm not going to really use the scope. Use it a little bit, but I've got some scars because I've been wearing a face mask. Yeah, that's not really. That's not really good enough. I mean, if I was back in 1720 or whatever, this would probably be a good shave. Back in the day. But you know, I'm determined to get a dip at toe shave. And as you guys probably know, I've got another one which I had issues with. And might get a shave with that one day. Alright, let's stop there. Let's wipe it off. So I've had quarter of a shave, or an eighth. Doesn't really matter with this because it's like a historical piece, so just get to keep it for no reason. Right, this is probably turning out to be my favourite razor, and just the way, I mean, the tang, if you look at the tang beef in that, and just the way it holds, the way it feels, the way it hones, it's really nice to hone. This is, honestly, I did this full Nagora progression on the Maruka. Oh yeah, that's good. I don't know if that's really good or it's just because I've been stripping my face with that dipper toe. But I have already shaved with this. We got some blood. You know what? I knew that both these razors. Can't complain about this one yet. But this one, there's only so much you can do with it. You can't get it to that next level. The steel won't have it. So, I mean, you can see on a bevel set, it's not, the apex is not perfect. Although the section I saw last night on this, it was actually perfect. The heel feels really good. And another issue with this razor is when you close it, these scales, they leave a mark on the blade. So they sort of scratch the blade, and I sanded them, I polished them. But that's just an issue with restorations. I've got another razor that I put epoxy on the inside of the scales, just to try and have like a buffer for the when you close them, because you do all that work and then you scratch them. which is not good. So, sort of like a haphazard butchery going on there. I'm assuming that was a spot or something. So I'll keep going with the dipper toe, and I keep trying. I'll have a look under the scope actually and see what I was shaving with just. I haven't been honing a lot recently. That's right. Let's see how it goes. ATG. Yeah, I was in the workshop today working on 2 razors, and one is that Paramore. I've been working on that for a long time, and another one is a restoration on it's a razor Defiance with the Canon. I forget the maker's name. There's just initials on it, but it's a really nice razor. But it's got so much pitting that I can't get rid of it. I mean, I could get rid of it, but I won't. I'll just lessen it and take it down, but looking at it as well, it really means I've got to give it a satin finish. I can't really polish that up like that. And the scales are a bit knackered, so it all suits each other. And the scales had to be saved because they got a little plaque. Or a thingy plate. Etch, you know, if you know what I'm talking about. It's really hard to spell. Probably even more difficult to say. Anyway, I'm not even going to try and say it. It's got one of those plates on it. See, this is nice actually. And that's why I took no chances with this. I honed it on a stone I'm really familiar with, and with Nagoras I'm familiar with. But yeah, that's about it. Funny thing is about that dog barking, this video is more about a dog than it is razors. Is they've got a kid next door, and they let that kid, summertime, he's in the garden and he's really loud, really noisy, like aggressively shouting loud, like he's got some issues or something. And okay, it's fair enough, he's a kid and that, but they'll let him do that all day, like until the sun sets. He'll be out there making that noise, and like no one can enjoy the garden or with that going on. And funnily enough, they also let that dog out there doing that. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Possibly one of my most favourite razors. And that's good to have a shave actually. I'm free. I did press record, yeah. And I thought today I'd use the old the Gentleman Floris, which I've gone off this fragrance in a big way, but it's really good stuff, and I need it. But it takes a bit of time to sink in, this one. So it's actually, the smell is actually nice. It's much nicer on the balm than it is on the fragrance. Right, that's it. Thanks for watching. That's another video, another one in the books, and thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye.